It's Lola Sewing Diaries. Welcome to the channel. Today we'll be learning how to make a cap sleeve. And there are different ways of making cap sleeve, but the two major ones, types of cap sleeve now, we have the one that runs from the shoulder blade all the way down to the end of the armhole. However, the one we'll be learning in this tutorial will run from the shoulder blade to the midpoint of the armhole. That's to where, in this case, to where we have the princess dots line. Yes, as you see me indicating the video. So it will be running, it will be halfway. So the first thing you have to do is you have to measure your round armhole. You have to measure it all the way round. You have to measure it all the way around. So in this case, I'm having 9 inches. If you take it all the way around, that will be 18 inches. Yes. So I'll come to my pattern paper, and then I would say that 18 divided by 4, that will give us 4.5. Yes, it will give us 4.5. So in your case, if what you measured was 20, it will still be 20 divided by 4. If what you measured was whatever, just divide it by 4, and then you come to your pattern paper. And you need to also know that a standard cap sleeve usually is always 4 inches, but because I'll be turning mine with lining, I will make the length to be 5 inches. Do you understand what I just said? The length of a standard cap sleeve, the midpoint type of cap sleeve, runs and is usually 4 inches, but I'm adding 1 inch to the 4 inches, giving me 5 inches to be able to turn it with my lining and sew it at the upper part to the body of the dress. So that's what you see me measure out, 5 inches, and then I'm giving it this straight rule. Yes, I'm ruling a straight line. You don't see that 4.5 that we got initially, whereby I measured my round armhole to be 18 inches and I divided it by 4 and it gave me 4.5 exactly. I would then measure it out on this straight line. That's the 4.5. Yes, 4.5. So that's basically all about this cap sleeve. It's that simple. So you just take it from the edge of the pattern paper to where we have that our 4.5. Remember, in your own case it might be 5 inches. In my own case it's 4.5. So I'll just give it a curve. It's not a straight line. You can use your French curve to get this line. Yes, and that's it. You cut it off. However, I want to give mine a little bit of a curve at the sleeve side as well, so I'll be coming up by half an inch. If you don't want the curvy effect, go ahead and cut it straight like that, but because I want the curvy effect, I came up by half an inch, and I'm taking it all the way through to the 4.5 that we got. You remember how we got the 4.5? Fantastic. So that's all about it. So I'm just going to go ahead now and I will cut it out all the way. I'll cut it all the way, and then I'll cut the curvy part as well, and that's all. I'll take this pattern of mine to my fabric, and I'll use this pattern to cut out the fabric. That's the same way you would do it, even if it's ankara, if it's lace, if it's whatever. This is how you go about it, and that's it. So that half inch I came up with is what is giving it that curvy side. If you don't want yours to be curvy, just go ahead and cut it straight the way I told us we can do it. So I've gone ahead to cut mine. As you can see, I used the Mikado fabric, and then I laminated lace on the Mikado fabric. I have a tutorial on how you can laminate your lace on this channel. You can go ahead to watch it. I wanted my cap sleeve to have structure, so what I did was I added interfacing to the material. I went ahead to cut the lining, and I added I added the interfacing to the lining as well. So what I will be doing now is I'm going to give it a straight stitch. That my half inch that we talked about. Yes, I will use it to sew it, and then I will open it up. I will top stitch on it and couple it together. I'll be repeating the same process for the two sleeves. Yes, I'll be doing that. So I've gone ahead to sew it, to top stitch it, but I like doing something. I like sewing the upper part of my of my sleeve as well before joining it to the body. This is optional though. This is just my own, it's just my own thing, it's just my own way of doing the sleeve. I like to see that it's already in place before I put it on the body or on the blouse or on the dress that I'm putting the sleeve on. So yes, that's what I'm doing here. After which I will go ahead and I will cut off the excess that I have at the upper parts of the sleeve. I'll cut off the excess. I'll cut it off gently so it doesn't rip the main sleeve. And so yes, that's about it. All you then have to do is to put this your sewn cap sleeve and join it to whatever thing you want to join it to, whether it's a top, whether it's a gown, a dress, whatever. Just do it. I'm going to repeat the same process to the other side as well. And yeah, I'm joining my beautifully made cap sleeve to the body of the dress, and that's how it will go all the way, you know, halfway it will go. I'll sew it all the way around. So this one now, you don't go and start it from the armhole. You know, we started it from we measured it when we divided it by 4. That was the princess that side. Can you see? That's where it's going to stop. Beautiful cap sleeve. That's all about cap sleeve. Easy peasy. It's that simple. Please try it out yourself, and I'm sure you want to be making all your sleeves to be cap sleeve. So I'll go ahead now and I will pipe it round. I'll be using bias to pipe it round, black bias in this case, because that's what I have as my lining. I'll pipe it all the way round. Another way you can do it is you can turn it in. You can turn it in, you know, and then you just sew on it. But I'll be using bias to give it a beautiful finish. Thanks for watching the video. Please subscribe.